Welcome back, everyone. We are on episode 2 of The Rings of Power. This is season 2, episode 2. We are watching Where the Stars Are Strange, and I'm going to get into this. Welcome. If you are new, my name is Iman, and we're jumping into this episode. Let's do it. Cool. Is this the intro? The darkness is spreading.
Too dear.
What? We're not paupers.
You're the one said would be wise to tighten our purse.
And now you're bound to an outcast.
No. She married you.
I'm bound to the dwarf island, and I wouldn't trade his heart for a mine full of fire opals.
Be nice to have the opals, though.
Aye, it would.
He's as stubborn as a stone leg. I'd have better luck trying to bend. Disha.
Brace yourself.
I said brace yourselves!
Oh man. This would not be a good place to be for a bad. What? Oh my god. Oh my god. What does that mean?
My dear brother, what news?
I've had an unexpected visitor.
Oh no.
He has returned already.
Oh. Wow.
Are they not the seeds you planted?
Whoa.
If we move swiftly, we may be able to crush 2 spiders with one
What says the commander of the
Okay,
Northern
they have their
Army?
own version of that. That's
Galad
cool. Did
proceeded
she
with
just
the
have a vision because she was awake?
Sauron may well have traveled to Mordor, but we cannot be certain that is where he remains. He sees himself not as master of a barren waste, but of all Middle-earth.
Always trust your intuition.
I tell you, some veiled evil closes in on Galad. Since the wearing of this ring, I have perceived glimpses of the unseen world.
Once the deceiver obtains a being's trust, he gains the ability to sculpt their very thoughts.
Wow.
To deceive not only their heart and mind, but their eyes and ears. To alter their very reality.
Nay, speak with him directly.
My lord is occupied, but he wishes you good fortune on your journey.
Are you asking me to lead?
She's telling you to
The Lord
leave.
of the Region is asking you.
No, they're not asking. They're telling you.
I believe he's injured, my lord.
Let him be.
What? What? Oh, that's the message? So it's never gonna show up. Oh, man. Oh, I keep thinking, just call him on his cell phone. They have all this technology and they can't make a phone. We had to wait for Steve Jobs to make a cell phone. Oh my god. Wow, she looks like just a big moth from the back.
Whispers of an old man in rags traveling east with 2 halflings.
He is lost, vulnerable.
But he...
I will slaughter the halflings he calls friends.
He's like, good man. Good.
What about Darderick?
Doderick.
And what?
He's trying to find a
It is a
name.
fine name. Nevertheless, it is not going to be mine. No one can give you a name. It is yours already. It is who you are. And when you hear it spoken, you feel your heart glow.
You'll hear it one day.
Almost sounds like hooves.
You know, those guys, they're already there. Damn. Oh, they do have horses. that would give them a head start, I guess. Oh, wow. Yes, Khazad-Dûm. Let's see what happened. Everything just died?
Every garden has withered since the earthquake.
It's not just the garden. Rumors abound of dark omens across all the dwarven realms.
The mountain was cursed when the prince let in
Oh,
that elf.
no.
You two wouldn't be trafficking in conjecture, would you?
No.
Good. Because a room is like a songbird. May sound filling from afar, but up close it's an empty feast.
That something terrible is happening.
Something's happening, for sure.
I'm about to prove it isn't.
Well, no, something is happening, obviously, but it's not the owl. Do they sing to find the light? Like, what is this? It's like the vibrations. Wow.
The stone singers have fostered our sacred connection to this rock. The hand of darkness is closed around Khazad-Dûm.
I'm glad that he's a good king. Like, he doesn't hate her just because he's like so mad at his son.
It's an apology, I hear, King. Try saying it to my husband.
Why should it be me who apologizes? It was he who caused offense.
Growing blisters, I see. No shame in it. Even I've had them when I was 5. Aye, palace hands. Been polishing jewels all his life.
This is about food. We can't hear the mountains anymore.
We'll find a way. We always have.
Our letters to Celebrimbor have all gone unanswered.
Master Círdan, I cannot trust these rings. What is beauty when it is born in part of evil?
No less beautiful. Judge the work. And leave judgment concerning those who wrought it to the judge who sees all things.
That feels impossible.
Yeah, that's true.
It is called humility, and it is difficult for most, but it is the truest form of sight.
We do not yet fully understand these rings, but look at the power they exert over every form of life. In Sauron's hands, they could work an evil beyond reckoning, dominating the minds and wills of all. This is why they must remain in the hands of elves.
Trusted friend, if you believe they have strayed, do not abandon them, but rather open your eye
and guide them before the darkness spreads across Middle-earth and blinds us all.
Yeah.
Hi.
But there is a flag up there. I don't know who it's for.
I've got it.
Oh no. Oh, that is.
Oh, we were just having a drink of water.
Oh no. Oh my god. Oh god, the stick is crumbling.
Why isn't he stopping it?
Oh my god. God, he's so powerful.
The night is cold, my lord. Shall I bring him
Oh,
ashore?
of course, like you would obviously help someone out, but
If you do not leave willingly, you shall be removed by force. I can treat with you no longer. Galadriel, you have spoken with her?
no.
The true creators toil till they're not
No.
and then they come along, take whatever profits them most, and forget all about us.
Ugh, what a good manipulator.
Wait.
I'm surprised he can keep a straight face without turning around and just smirking. He's like, God, I'm good.
And, Lindor.
Yes.
Are you weeping?
No. I'm reveling. You have not the slightest inkling how this feels. After all this time, after so many centuries, to finally create something. I'm going to open a first stage bomb.
Are you my friend?
No, they don't know you. No, you're not his friend. You've met him like a couple times.
No place for half-truths between those who have worked so close as you and I.
I mean, what, did they spend 1 year to 2 years together? And even then,
What I want to tell you,
God damn it, you don't know.
to make rings for men.
Rings for men?
You saved the elves. This. Soon, every realm will fall. Not just elves, but dwarves. And men.
Yeah, that would be scary.
In search of an artist, possessing
Oh,
the
no.
craft to save all
It's
Middle
just like the
Earth.
devil. Comes as an
The
angel
storm
of
is
light.
coming.
My
Never again will
God,
the world
no
overlook you
way.
as the mere scion of Feanor.
Wow.
The Lord.
Oh my God, really? Yeah, wow. I mean, I'd believe him if I saw that. Wow. He looks like an elf.
Our work begins now.
What am I to call you?
I am your partner. No more. No less. A sharer of
Wow.
fate. Annatar.
Annatar.
Dang.
Lord of Gifts.
Yeah, I mean, anyone would follow and believe that.
Elrond's task is not to join your company, but to lead it.
It's some sort of invitation from Lord Celebrimbor. He wants the dwarves to come to Eregion.
That was cool. This was a really great episode. I mean, both of these episodes were really good. Honestly, I'm just watching this show. It feels like a movie. Each episode is a movie. I mean, they're really long episodes, and they're just packed with a lot of flavor. My eyes are just so happy to be seeing this, so to be watching something so beautiful. I get where Elrond is coming from. I really truly understand that fear of, well, how can something that comes from bad be made to be good? And that's something that I think we all struggle with. We've dealt with this with movie stars and movie and directors, producers, and comedians and artists and singers, I think especially during this time where we're learning stuff that some of our like childhood heroes, people we grew up watching, were not the best people. Like really, they did really horrendous things behind the scenes. And I think that has been like this big argument of from something bad cannot be born something good. And you want to throw out the baby with the bathwater in this instance. But in reality, there's a lot of good that has come from people who are just not as savory and who have done really, really despicable things. But so I think that I totally understand Elrond also, because this is literally Sauron. So he is supposed to be like the most evil. Well, how can something good come from something he made or had any part in? Makes sense, but I forget the guy's name, if it's Cedar or something, but his mentor was right. Like you can, it just takes a lot of humility to see and open up our eyes wider to just see. Everyone makes these mistakes, but it doesn't mean that their works are also to be thrown out, because a lot of the time the works are beautiful. There was always this creator. Even in this story, there's a creator who created Morgoth, who created Sauron, and they're supposed to be beings of light, but free will is a true thing. So if we have free will and we get to choose, or maybe it's not, maybe it's always going to be this path that we do, whatever, that's another debate, but I'm not going to go into that. But if you have free will and you have free thought and you do question, well, if I'm the Most High and I'm the best singer, I guess I'm talking about Lucifer at this point, but it's very similar to Morgoth. If I can sing the best and I have all these talents and they're not really being seen. If something good created you and you decide to go down a different path that isn't good, good things can still come out of your mouth. Good things can still be used with your hands, because I think it's just innately that. Like, there are people who have YouTube channels or podcasts and they talk a lot of shit, a lot of junk, but sometimes they're right. And that is the reality, is there's truth. Everyone has truth. Everyone has false perspectives, and there's just like a mix of it all. But I do think that at the end of the day, if your creator was good, even if you try to do everything against what that creator was trying to do or wanted from you, you can't help but to create something. Because when you create, you're bringing about some sort of a life. And creating these rings is creating some sort of a life, using this, elven magic, elven work with dwarvish metals and jewels and whatever else, and these kind of working together. It is going to create something good that can help everybody. And yeah, so I guess it's at the end of the day, it's like trying not to look at things and like with a black and white thinking, which is really hard to not do. It's like, you're bad, so you're bad, and we throw you all the way out. And it's like, no, that's not true, because at the end of the day, we're here. However, we're here. We sprouted. We're created. However, whatever you believe, we're here, and we can create good. If you make people laugh, if you make people cry, and like being able to release these emotions or like energy, whatever you want to call it, that is a good thing. If you make people forget their pain for a bit, that's a good thing. Maybe the person who created it is not a person that you want to follow anymore, because you learned like that they did certain things that were not good. That's a different thing than just saying completely like, nope, we're not going to watch that person's show anymore. We're not going to listen to their movies or listen to their music, go to the, whatever it is. A lot of good has come from these unsavory characters, actually. A lot of healing and a lot of that. And I think that's why we get, and I think it starts, honestly, the truth is it starts at a very young age. It starts the day that we're born. The people that are supposed to protect us and be our gods, like our parents, they're never wrong in our eyes as children. But they're our first time where we're having cognitive dissonance because we're looking at something that is, they're doing one thing, but they're saying another, or they're saying one thing and doing another thing. And we start to learn that their words are not matching up with their actions. And as you grow, you start to see your parents as these really flawed people. And when we're kids, we don't see them as that. We see them as perfect. And so, especially when they do things that are not right, and you just, it's that kind of first wake up call, which is probably hard for all of us to go through. It's hard. It's just hard to be met with that, where your first loves are flawed, and they're not supposed to be. They're supposed to know everything and have all the answers and do everything right. And when you find out, no, they're flawed like everyone else, you realize, well, what else is broken in this world? And then you realize a lot is broken, and a lot of people come from brokenness, and so I think if people can create something that can be used for good, I think we should take that, and we should not throw it away. We should keep it and hold on to it, and try to do more and try to do better with those things that were created. So I get Elrond's perspective, but with being with Galadriel, they'll both kind of learn from each other, I think, and try to make things better. I really just enjoy going to each of these the different stories. It's very reminiscent of The Lord of the Rings, jumping to Sam and Frodo and Merry and Pippin and Aragorn and Legolas, Gimli, just kind of moving around. I like that feeling, and I'm really invested in and interested in everybody's story. I want to learn more and want to know more. So it's really, really well done. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. But I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.